Every time you have a chance to share your story, don't hesitate. You know, we live in a world today when people need inspiration, people need motivation, people need direction. Most people in this life need to be directed as to where to go. They need help to find themselves. They need direction and help to uncover that gift of theirs. There is no single person who became successful only on their own. You know, everybody who has ever achieved anything meaningful, anything impactful with their lives, if you ask them, they might never be able to tell you exactly what particular point and moment everything changed for them. But they will always be able to cite a specific time, place, and moment that they made a decision that they wanted to turn their lives around. You know, I'm still in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, actually. I came in here for a 3-day conference by a great transformational coach called Lisa Nichols. Now the conference is run from the morning till the evening, and we have a chance after that to go walk. So yesterday in the evening after the conference, I just decided to go out and walk along the Hollywood Avenue, which is where you have the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where you have the stars on the ground with the names of all these different celebrities and important people who have done different things. And I was walking along that path. I saw a lot of other people walking, some of them taking pictures. I saw this young man trying to dance like Michael Jackson, and they are doing a video. He too has his own dream to become something, right? It is said dreams come to die in Hollywood. But I saw different kinds of people from different walks of life, tourists, beggars, homeless people. But the one thing I noticed as I was walking down the Hall of Fame and looking at the different names of the different stars, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Jackson, Oprah Winfrey, Nelson Mandela, all these different people, it occurred to me that each of them has a story. But not only that, but each of them, at some point in their life, if they had told them that they would end up with their names on the street, which is the most celebrated walk of fame in the world, they most likely would never have believed. The reason is because every human being, at different points in your life, you are going to face with things that come to judge you, that come to tell you that you are not enough, that come to dim your lights, that come to hit you hard, to discourage you from what you're capable of doing. I also recognize while looking at it that they decided to say a lot of no's to be able to get to where they were to be considered as something influential, as somebody meaningful, to have their names on the star on the ground. A lot of no's, meaning they were able to walk away from gazillions of opportunity to focus on that one or two skills that they have, that gift that they were born with, in order to keep developing and developing that. So if you're working a 9-to-5 job, earning a good paycheck, bringing home some good money, but you are still feeling stuck when it comes to building real wealth, I know exactly how that feels. I used to be that way, chasing the paychecks, adding more jobs on jobs, and I thought bringing big money means I would automatically build wealth. But you know what? It took me 2 painful layoffs to finally get the lesson, to understand that, Gustav, you were building the wrong way. Gustav, you need to do something else, because what used to be job security is now job insecurity. That wake-up call was a few years ago. And since then, I decided I was going to build a brand to help cater to professionals, to immigrants, to hardworking, hungry people like you who want to see something different, who want to make sure that they don't end up broke, to have a platform and a template to work with. And now I want to create something with you in mind, for you and for your needs. A product designed to help guide you on how to invest and see results from that. That's why I'm inviting you to take part in this poll. It's going to be less than 5 minutes for you. Fill the poll, and when you do that, you're going to be automatically entered into benefit 30% of the early bird access for that program. In addition to that, you are going to have exclusive founders only bonus content, a chance to make this historic product, make it personal, your own pathway along with me. So click on the link below and complete the 5 minutes poll. Because you know what? I just don't want to build something. I want to build something with you in mind, with you participating and making sure that it meets your needs. I will see you on the inside. And by God's grace, I will see you at the top. You know, during this conference, I had a chance to be confronted with my own, not only existence, but my own desire and determination. I have been challenged to ask myself if I believe truly in what I think I am, and to prove it to myself that I believe. And I'm recording this video to ask you to do the same wherever you are listening to this video. You might be listening to me right now sitting in the quiet of your room. You might be maybe among some friends. I want you to listen to this video in a quiet environment because I want you to go past your mind. I want you to go past what your common sense tells you. I want you to go past what your qualifications tell you. I want you to walk past that limitation of your degree or of your intelligence or whatever, what teacher or what person, maybe even your parents, had told upon your life and your spirit that you might not be enough. Because I really believe deep in my heart, and I know that because for the 47 years I have been alive, I have come across multiple people, I've even learned of people's history. You know, every human being has that one thing that they can really be excellent at. The difference with the people who are recognized for their excellence is that they chose to embrace that gift. They chose to pay the price to work on it and improve it as they go along in life. You see, one of the things that really comes to me a lot, especially in this time and season of my life, is what is the price, Gustav, that you are willing to pay to become what you think and you believe you could become? You see, it's easy to just talk about all those dreams. I want to be a great motivational speaker. I want to be a great transformational coach. I want to be able to get people to listen to me. I want to transform people. I want to tell you for a fact that I am not a finished product yet. I am a work in progress every day. But you know the one thing I'll always bring to you? I'll bring to you my genuine self. I'll bring to you the things I have learned so far. And I know that there is somebody who is still behind me coming who might benefit and learn from that. Because there is a Chinese saying that goes, if you want to know the road ahead, ask from those who are coming from that direction. I have a lot of teachers in my life, including my own father, who is the greatest motivation and inspiration in my life. One of the things I have grown to learn in this season of my life is that every time you have a chance to share your story, don't hesitate. You know, we live in a world today when people need inspiration. People need motivation. People need direction. Most people in this life need to be directed as to where to go. They need help to find themselves. They need direction and help to uncover that gift of theirs. There is no single person who became successful only on their own accord. I am here at this conference. Just the registration fee alone for the conference is $2,500, including my stay, the hotel, and everything. But you know, within the first 3 hours of the conference on Thursday when I came 2 days ago, I had already gotten the reward, the return on my investment. And I will tell you why that's the case. You see, a lot of times as human beings, we really think about value only from something we can see, something we can feel, something we can touch. We never really think about value as that incremental improvement in your capability. Within the first 3 hours, the lady dropped 3 different ideas, and those 3 ideas was worth all the money I paid. It's now left to me to go implement and see how that will improve my life. Now, I know from the 700 people who were at that conference, some people will go and they will not implement these things and they'll complain that it doesn't work. And some of the few people like myself who are determined to implement, maybe 2 years from today, 3 years from today, you will realize that my level has changed. And you will be thinking, oh, maybe by it's a stroke of luck. Or maybe he just realized some negative, some connection and leveraged it like most of the limiting mindset will always think. But you will not realize that all these small investments all the time accumulates into significant changes. It starts pushing your spirit to want to do more, because the hunger you get as you go out to find food to satisfy your hunger, you certainly want more food. And as you keep looking, it's the same with knowledge. It's the same with wisdom. As you keep looking for more wisdom, you start acquiring it. The important thing is start executing and start implementing. You see, don't get caught up in that mindset of trying to be perfect first before you start. Don't get caught up in that mindset, I need one other thing before I will start. Start from where you are with what you have right now. Where you are with the experiences you have in your life, there is somebody who is still starting that journey. And that person might just benefit from your message. You see, I'm talking to you today from the platform called YouTube, which you are all certainly on. Can you imagine? YouTube has 2.4 billion active users a day. And I want to challenge you. Do you think there could be 1,000 of those people that are interested in your message, in your story, in your experience? That's some of the things you've experienced in life and how you've overcome those things. Do you think they might be interested in that? Do you think you can help them with that? What about maybe 10,000 people? Okay, let me stretch it a little bit. Maybe 100,000 people of the 2.4 active users. And this number is only increasing. There are 7.4 billion people on earth. Do you think maybe 500,000 people might be interested in your story? Now, when you start thinking like that we are living in a time today when your story, your message can be amplified, that's when you start understanding, don't minimize your story. Let me tell you an interesting coincidence that happened. Yesterday, after the conference, I decided to go out to a farmer's market where they have different restaurants, street food, and I just wanted to experience part of Hollywood. And I went to this farmer's market and I ate something nice, Brazilian barbecue. And as I left the barbecue restaurant, I stopped to get coffee because I love coffee, right? I wanted to have a cup of coffee. It was late in the evening, but I wanted a decaf cup of coffee. And as I walked into the coffee shop, I noticed that they had some interesting machines, and the guy roasts his own coffee in the coffee shop. He grinds it in that shop and serves it to you fresh and nice. No packaging, no nothing. And I got talking to the gentleman, the young guy. I said, what's your name? He said his name is Martin. He's about 29 years old. And I got curious. I said, yeah, man, do you own this business? He said, yeah, I own the business. I just started like 3 months ago. I said, oh, wow, that's interesting. What did you do before starting your business? And he told me, YouTube. I said, really? And this guy said, yes. I said, what was your channel? And he gave me the name of his channel. And I went and checked his channel. It's called Something Cup. I will put the name in the link when I finish this video. I will find the name and I'll put it in the link. And he told me about his channel. You know what? I went and looked at his channel. His channel is really a faceless channel, kind of. He really doesn't appear much on his channel, but he just does videos about everyday stuff. He does videos with himself eating cereal. He does videos trying to wash dishes at home. He gets frustrated and one of the plates falls and breaks and that kind of thing. And this guy has 5.4 million subscribers to his channel. Think about it this way. There are not too many TV channels in the world that have 5.4 million subscribers paying monthly fees to the channel to watch that TV station. This guy has 5.4 million subscribers to his channel. His average videos have about 1 million views, 800,000 views. When I saw that, I realized why he could now be branching out to do coffee business. He told me he's also starting a different business with lodging, Airbnb, restaurant, and all kinds of business. Now, I'm not saying that, that's the only thing that exists. But I'm just saying that, in this world we live in today, It is important, especially if you are an immigrant like me in Canada or in the US or in some part of the world which is not home. It's important for you to lift your head up a little bit and just look around you. Don't get caught up with just the everyday mantra of, get up, find a job, keep working until you die. I am just saying that, yes, while you're working, also be thinking of ways by which you can enhance yourself, by ways by which you can bring your story to the forefront. And by the way, if you are interested in learning how to package your story, how to build it in such a way that it is attractive and you can put it on platforms like YouTube, I will have a link down in the comment section which you can click and book some one-on-one time with me. And I can have a chat with you on how to go about that. I can share my experiences with you. I can coach you on how best to start and how best to get yourself to a place where you can be comfortable enough to share your message. How to build that mindset, right? How to get yourself in that space of confidence and how to be able to also think about your experiences, your life, your knowledge, your skill as part of building that legacy. Because at the end of your life, most of the things you will regret are not the things you failed at, but are the things you were too scared to take a chance at trying. So I want to encourage you listening to me right now. I want to go past your mind straight into your heart. I want you to listen to me and to feel that thing of discomfort in your stomach, because I want you to rise up to your calling. I want you to rise up to your gift. I don't want you to die at 30 and only be buried at 75 like most people who die in their 20s and only get buried at 70. Because after 20-something, 30, they give up on their dreams, they give up on their gifts, they give up on their ambitions, and they just walk a life of quiet misery. It is said by one great philosopher that most people tiptoe through life only to jump to death. I don't fear death. I recognize that it is going to come in, and it will come, it is going to come, and it will come for all of us. But you know what matters? It's not the number of days in your life. It's the amount of life in your days. How are you using your days? What are you doing with your days? And I want to leave you with this encouragement to go out there, to be well, be blessed, and by all means, never stop being a blessing to somebody. And until next time, never you forget that you are enough. Take care and let me know down in the comments if there are kind videos and topics you want me to talk about. What do you think about your journey so far in life? What are some of the things, if you had a magic wand, you would command into your life? Put it down in the comment section. Let me understand that. If you feel like you need to have a one-on-one chat with me, there will be a link in the comment section. Click on it, book a 30-minute slot, and we can have a chat. I might just have a thing or two to share with you, which can radically change the direction of your life so far. Take care.